Rev up your engines! All right, it's Audi time, and this is the infamous 2.0 Turbo A3. Hey, everybody knows what I think about them, but I'm an honest guy. I go through them honestly. You're going to learn all about this car. Beautiful cars. This is a 2015 Audi A3. They call it a subcompact car. I don't know. It doesn't seem subcompact to me. It's an A3, and this is the 2.0 Turbo Quattro. So it's got 4-cylinder, 2-liter turbo with all-wheel drive quattro. Well, this owner's previous car was a BMW. So, did he go from the fire into the frying pan, or did he make a wise decision? Now, he feels like he made a wise decision. Well, in one respect, he really did, because the BMW had over 100,000 miles on it. It was leaking oil all over the place, as BMWs with all their plastic crap these days, the plastic gets hard, loses the plasticizers, doesn't seal, things start leaking all over the place. So, he got rid of that. Then he got this thing, and he bought it with like 5,000 miles on it for $28,000. Now that's not a bad deal for a pretty luxurious car. Got 85,000 miles, and the only thing really odd that went, he had to change the window regulator. It broke. That happens because there's a lot of cheap plastic crap. It breaks as it goes on. But he's a smart guy. He does his own maintenance. He changes the oil. He is maintaining the vehicle, and he's doing it himself. He got this because they had a baby. They wanted more space. Very spacious, comfortable for riding around in, right? He's also a relatively conservative driver. So with his maintenance and taking care of it and not driving like an absolute lunatic, he hasn't had any problems at all. Imagine he keeps thinking about that DSG transmission. But if you don't beat him and really rag on him doing burnouts and stuff all the time, they can last a really long time. The problem is, if people really beat them, because they're relatively fast cars, got turbocharger in it, you're going to find when the transmission wears out, since it's one of those dual clutch designs, to fix it, the clutches will wear out, just like in a regular manual transmission. They'll wear out when you got to replace them. It's not as simple as taking a tranny and putting new clutches in. They are complex as can be. Then they got to be reprogrammed by an Audi dealer. It's a real rat's nest. You just don't want to wear them out prematurely. And as for the engine, it is that infamous 2.0 turbo Audi engine. But he's taking care of it, changing the oil all the time. I do have a friend who's an Audi mechanic, and he says, Scotty, we put 20 to 30 of these 2-liter turbo engines in every month. These things are always blowing up. But that, as far as I'm concerned on, has more to do with the people buying the cars, and unlike this guy, not maintaining them, and then boom, there go the engines. You're a fool if you buy one of these and don't change the engine oil and filter every 5,000 miles, right? And I'm talking about really changing the engine oil filter. You go to the Audi dealers, a bunch of them, they just pull the dipstick out, they put a machine in and they suck it out. They don't even take the drain plug out, so the sludge stays at the bottom of the engine, right? Why do they do it? Because they're lazy. And they don't want to take all that crap on the bottom that seals it, right? But I just asked the owner, and indeed, he takes the panel off and he changes the oil by taking the drain plug out the way it's made. Hey, look, they make these engines with drain plugs, right? If they're going to say you can do it out of the dipstick, don't bother putting the drain plug. Make them even cheaper, right? Now, while we're at it, we'll take a look inside. Audi always did make comfortable cars. Solid, you can hear that. Look at these beautiful seats. They're super comfy. A lot of leg room in the back, and there's the main reason they got it. The kid's seat in the back. They're very safe cars. We'll start it up and listen to it. And yes, look, it's got an actual key. Hurrah, hurrah. It does have an electric parking brake, but what can you do? They all do these days. Quattro, so it's all-wheel drive, and in that respect, he lives in the Northeast, right? But he didn't buy snow tires. He has all-season tires, and he has no problems. He never gets stuck. He's got no problems with those tires. I have to say, I love the AC louvers. Look, you can put them in any direction you want. I like that. All 4 of them are that way. You can get the AC where you want it, or the heat when it's cold. There we go with our big old Autel scanner. Okay, it's already read it. And as you can see, I can do a topology scan, so we're going to scan the whole car. And while we're looking around, hey, I love that little pop-up screen. Got a giant sunroof if you're into that. Nice layout though. It's got nice colors, nice contrast. Everything's easy to reach. Found 6 codes, so we'll start here. We'll see what the engine control code is. He did say he had a flat battery, and a lot of times those will trip codes over time. So let's see what the trouble code is. Data bus error value received. Okay, well, we're gonna erase that, because if your battery goes dead, you're gonna get all kinds of data errors. These things work by a certain amount of voltage. You don't get the voltage, you're gonna get data error. on a CAN bus. That's all the computer lines because they don't have enough power. It happens all the time. Okay, so we erase that code. You see it's gone. Now let's see what the other codes are. Information electronics. Well, I can't wait to see what information is. Left front bass speaker, open circuit. Well, that makes sense because he took this door apart, changed the window regulator himself. And he had to disconnect all that stuff. This is how high-tech these things are. And this is why, if you ever have anything done on your car, or let's say you buy one of these used, find a guy like me to hook up a machine like this to see what's going on. And if there's nothing that really acts up weird, have him erase everything. Now, you can't erase this stuff with the cheap little handheld scanner. This does all these communication codes and stuff. Those scanners won't. You need a real fancy thing like this Autel Maxisys Ultra. If you're going to work on these fancy cars, you don't have a machine like that, forget it. Go back to riding horses around or something. Let's see what the next one is. Steering angle sensor, voltage too low, passive sporadic. Same thing again, the battery went dead, the voltage got too low, so we'll erase that too. Then we'll check down here. Driver's door electronics, again, he had worked on that door. Window regulator, no basic setting. Well, he didn't have it reset, he didn't have the equipment, but it goes up and down. So who really gives a crap? Last code is air conditioning, front air distribution, flap motor actuator stuck. Well, it blows up, down, sideways, but then again, when the voltage was low, might not have enough power to open it, so it got stuck. So we'll reset that too. Tuner for satellite radio deactivated. Well, he doesn't even use satellite radio, so we'll erase that one too. And as you can see, they're all gone. Look at some live data. Check it out. You think the Germans are anal? You haven't seen nothing yet. Look at this code. Number of prevented stop processes statistics, ambient air density, ambient air tight time stamp year. 2000. Too bad Albert Einstein's dead. He could tell us what that means. Number of prevented stop processes statistics, low brake pressure, brake under pressure time stamp year. 2000 again. Well, you never had a problem with the brakes, so as I say, sometimes the Germans get a little carried away. Now, as you can see, the data goes on and on. It's still gone. Boost pressure for the turbo. I mean, there's enough data here to write about 50 PhDs. No misfires, though. Everything's running fine, but I mean, look at it. We're still going. La, 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 la. We're only on the E's, too. La, 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 la. Well, I don't have enough time to show them all. There's just too many of them. Now, this car didn't have a backup camera. He said the higher trim did, but he put one in and it looks quite well. You can see it's a little funky, but that's because it's raining outside. Now, I do have to say, this camera works good. It's picking up the cars on the side. This is just a Chinese knockoff. Works pretty good. Very smooth idle for a 4-cylinder engine. We'll go over the lump here. Now, they call this a subcompact car. I mean, that's kind of crazy. I don't think it's subcompact, but it's not a gigantic wheelbase, so we'll see how it rides. And really, quite well. I gotta say, this is no different than a BMW I tested the other day. It's got a very smooth ride. Well, look around here. Rainy day. Well, they're coming from one side. Here we go. I'm not going to take off too fast to begin with because there's 2 police cars behind me, but now they're out of sight, so here we go. Indeed, you wouldn't think you're driving a 4-cylinder engine. Plenty of torque. That DSG transmission that's designed by Borg Warner is smooth as silk. Really nice, tight steering. You got a smooth ride. But the real interesting thing is this. In Europe, they're very popular. They sell 100,000 something of these practically every year. But in the United States, they might sell 9,000, 12,000. And a lot of that really has to do with the bad reputation the 2-liter engines have of blowing up. A lot of it has to do with not maintaining them. He's maintained his, and hey, it still runs pretty much like it did off the showroom floor. And even though it's raining, I don't have any qualms about driving fast because it's quattro drive. It's not slipping at all. Look at that. Not a slip, nothing. What's the general consensus? He takes care of his cars. You can see it's a Massachusetts car, but it's clean as a whistle. In the winter, he rinses it off as soon as he can. This car from Massachusetts that's slowly rusting its way into oblivion. You do have to take care of them. But aside from some nutty codes that Albert Einstein would have to explain to us, it runs perfectly fine, smooth, gets in the 30s on a highway gas mileage, very smooth ride, very safe car for his young kid, working at home remotely, so he's only going to put a few thousand miles a year on the car. It might last him quite some time with him maintaining it rigorously. He's changed the fluids many times already. With low mileage, like like he did at 5,000 miles when he bought it. Maybe you can have some fun with the car. If you don't maintain your cars, go get a Toyota. Don't buy one of these things. So if you never want to miss another one of my new car repair videos, remember to ring that bell.